At 8:40 this morning, the mothership Eve carrying Virgin Galactic's spaceship Unity to about 50,000 feet, dropping it. The heart-stopping moment Unity's rocket ignites, blasting Branson and 5 others to the edge of space, giving them 4 minutes of weightlessness.
To the next generation of dreamers, if we can do this, just imagine what you can do.
All right, so this is what money can buy you. I was just made aware today. Actually, I was watching a couple of headlines a couple of days ago on how Richard Brunson makes a historic space flight. Let's check it out. It's the first time I'm actually watching this whole video, so let's react together. Let's see what's up.
That history-making space flight, what's being called the dawn of a new space age. Billionaire Richard Brunson, now the first person to reach the edge of space in his very own spacecraft.
By the way, I think that with all the money that is being dumped into space, whether it is Space Force, of course, when it comes to military worldwide, but also on the commercial side, we have Jeff Bezos. I believe he is investing heavily into it. Now we have Richard Brunson, who has been into this for a while, I think for the last decade or so. And then also, obviously, we have Elon Musk. So there's a lot of people with a lot of money dumping a ton of research and development into this new market. So this is going to be a plethora. This is going to be a huge market for engineers in the upcoming decade. This is just my personal opinion based on what we are seeing nowadays, because as the market increases or the market widens, then there will be a lot more opportunities for maintenance, for design, for more development, for new technologies to make it cheaper. So I think that's actually it's awesome. I really do see a lot of future for space.
The mothership Eve carrying the Unity taking off at 8:40 a.m. local time. 45 minutes later, Unity separating and blasting off to the lower reaches of space, more than 50 miles above the Earth.
Wow.
Then 4 minutes of weightless.
That is a really cool.
The 6 astronauts floating freely, the realization of Branson's dreams. The billionaire celebrating on the ground, calling the whole thing magical. ABC transportation correspondent Gio Benitez spoke to Branson just moments ago and leads us off from the New Mexico desert.
3, 2, 1, release.
Tonight,
that is a really cool shot, by the way. It's the first time I actually saw this type of aircraft, but it's actually pretty cool. And then we have the rocket basically right here in the middle, which is launched right from above. This reminds me actually of Fast and the Furious.
a moment 17 years in the making.
Ignition.
17
Good rocket
years.
motor burn.
Richard Brunson, more than 50 miles above the Earth's surface.
Think about that for a second. 17 years in the making. So they started developing this program in 2004. Now, based on my experience with research and development, man, 17 years, that's I want to say is that pretty standard? I want to say maybe 2 decades. Of course, it depends on what you're building, right?
Weightless, becoming the first person to fly to space aboard his own spaceship. At 8:40 this morning, the mothership Eve carrying Virgin Galactic's spaceship Unity to about 50,000 feet, dropping it. The heart-stopping moment Unity's rocket ignites, blasting Branson and 5 others to the edge of space, giving them 4 minutes of weightlessness.
To the next generation of dreamers, if we can do this, just imagine what you can do. Hey!
The cruise.
That's awesome. I really like this message because it definitely is very encouraging to a lot of young people and to a lot of kids who are watching this and who are very, very much inspired and motivated by what Richard Brunson is doing. And of course, there's a lot more to come, but hey, is it just it's a baby step, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a baby step compared to what's coming ahead, but of course it's huge for the industry and the world nowadays.
Safely touching back to Earth, the whole thing, less than 60 minutes. The nearly 71-year-old Brunson beating Amazon founder Jeff Bezos to space by just 9 days. Now tonight, just hours after their historic...
Oh wow, so Jeff Bezos is also going to the moon, I guess. Not to the moon, excuse me. I'm not talking Dogecoin. He's also going to space, apparently, based on what this gentleman just said, on July 20th, apparently, because this was released on July 11th. So 9 days later.
Flight, Branson and fellow astronaut Sarisha Bandla speaking with us.
Everything I dreamt about since I was a kid came true and more today. And we've been to space! Excuse us.
Yes, you got those wings.
I have to say that messages from India, and especially of young women that didn't even see that this was an opportunity that they could chase, has been incredible.
Joining the celebration, SpaceX founder Elon Musk coming to New Mexico to wish his friend well.
It was great this morning to find Elon in my kitchen at 3 o'clock.
Meanwhile, Virgin Galactic now launching a sweepstakes to win 2 seats on a future flight, hoping to open up space for all.
So hopefully by the time I'm 85 or 75, before I die, hopefully I get to go on a quick trip to hopefully the moon, maybe Mars, and then come back. I definitely don't want to die on Mars or die in space.
As a kid myself, when I saw the moon landing, I was, making rockets out of cardboard boxes, and I was, making them big enough so I could get into my rocket, and dreamt of building a rocket to go to space one day.
Did you know that also Elon Musk was someone someone that as a kid also started experimenting and blowing things up when he was much younger, like dealing with rockets and stuff like that? So, man, these guys, I know that we see the tip of the iceberg, right? Like we see the results, we see once they actually reach their goals, but we don't know that these people have been in the making, man, for decades and decades. I mean, this program alone started in 2004 to go to space here in July 2021. Now, think about the years they thought about it beforehand. Like, I mean, Richard Brunson, of course, when he was little, maybe he already knew, but he knew that he was going to be successful just because of his own drive, maybe. But my point here is that these magnificent and monumental milestones, they are decades in the making. It's not like something that happened in the last couple of years. So my point is, be patient, have vision, and man, huge goals.
And yeah, that's what we done.
Yeah. And Lindsay, Virgin Galactic has 2 test flights left this year. They intend to start flying customers to space next year at $250,000 a pop. Lindsay?
$250,000 for the ride of a lifetime. Gio, thank you.
Anyway, guys, there you go. So if you want to go to the moon, it's only going to cost you $250,000. Not bad, huh? You better start saving right now. If you like this video, make sure that you drop a like, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And with all that being said, guys, stay patient, stay focused, have a vision, go kill it. Peace.